College football week 4 has finally arrived. And a lot of people are wondering, is this finally the year Tennessee gets over the hump? Before I answer that question, though, there are a whole slate of games to discuss, starting off with Thursday night's Black Diamond Trophy matchup, West Virginia at Virginia Tech. This matchup, very interesting because West Virginia probably has the superior offense, Virginia Tech the superior defense. In this particular matchup, though, I think the difference will be Virginia Tech is working with a brand new head coach. Brent Pry has tried to put his stamp on Virginia Tech football and reinvent the program in many ways. That takes time. And it's going to take patience. In this matchup, I see West Virginia winning 38-35 in a back-and-forth affair. Moving into the Saturday slate of games, the 11 a.m. Central games, we start with Baylor at Iowa State. In this matchup, I think Iowa State keeps it close, but Baylor, too much offensive firepower. Baylor 44, Iowa State 31. Moving to the Big Ten, the big noon kickoff, Michigan hosting Maryland. This will not even be close. Michigan blows Maryland out by the score of 57-14. Transitioning into the afternoon slate of games, Texas visiting Texas Tech. Lubbock traditionally is a difficult place to play, not just for Texas, but for everybody. Thankfully, though, this is not a night game in Lubbock. I think Texas wins a relatively close game here, 34-24 on the road in Lubbock. 2:30 Central on ESPN, the Southwest Classic, Arkansas against Texas A&M. For the old school fans of the Southwest Conference, this is always a fun matchup to watch. Both of these programs are aspiring to greatness. Only one of them can prevail. And believe it or not, I think the Aggies will come out on top by a score of 26-24. This will be a hard-fought game, a lot of hard hitting. It will be very close until the end, but I think Texas A&M comes out on top in this one. Later on Saturday evening, we have Alabama versus Vanderbilt. On paper, you would expect Alabama to just run circles around the Commodores. I think this year is going to be a little bit closer, though. Not to say it will be close, but just closer. In this matchup, I see Alabama winning 42-10. Moving to the Big Ten, we have Ohio State versus Wisconsin. Ohio State, kind of like Michigan, they are on a mission. And those two programs are on a collision course at the end of the season. In this matchup, though, the Buckeyes are just too much for Wisconsin. I see Ohio State winning 56-21. As we go into the Big 12, we see Oklahoma facing off against Kansas State. Kansas State coming off a very disappointing loss to Tulane. Oklahoma rolled all over Nebraska last week. I think OU's talent is just too much. Oklahoma keeps the momentum rolling, and they win 35-14. A little Pac-10 after dark action, USC visits Oregon State. And again, the key difference here is just flat out talent. In this matchup, USC wins 38-10. They just have too many horses for Oregon State to contend with. Now this leads us to Saturday's main event, the SEC Game of the Week, on at 2:30 Central on CBS. This is Florida at Tennessee. After Florida's stunning victory over Utah at the beginning of the season, I was all over the Gators. I thought they were going to be a serious contender in the East. But since then, things have cooled off considerably, especially after the loss to Kentucky. And I think Florida is in for one heck of a fight in this game. Billy Napier is an excellent coach, but in this game, he is facing off against a highly motivated Tennessee team with a ton of momentum on their side. Josh Heupel has the Volunteers off to a 3-0 start, including a very impressive road win at Pittsburgh in Week 2. But this is the biggest psychological test of the season for Tennessee. Tennessee has lost 16 of the last 17 meetings with Florida. So a win here is a tremendous psychological boost for the program, and that's exactly what I think will happen. In this matchup, I see the Volunteers winning 28-17 over the Gators in Knoxville. So I don't expect to see any golf balls thrown this week. You may see a little bit of mustard, though, on the field at some point, but it will be celebratory mustard. Now, taking a look at the record from last week, it was an impressive 9-1 showing, bringing the overall season record to 25-10. So I'm thinking the momentum continues this week in week 4. As always, I hope you have a wonderful week of college football. Enjoy it, relax, enjoy yourself. God bless you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.